Mike Vick was in Virginia Tech around 1998. Me and Pharrell, who is from Virginia Beach, we made this phenomenal record called Super Thug. And for some reason, Newport News kept booking me. And this is a bad hood. Like, this is not, like, I mean, God bless the people from Newport News, because Ray just said that, they probably. But what I'm saying, this is the hood of the hood in Virginia. And Pharrell, he just wasn't a street guy. He didn't know how to get weed. He didn't know how to get, you know what I'm saying? So I would always wind up somewhere around Newport News. Me hearing about Michael Vick in Virginia Tech, and me hearing how, I mean, that whole state was just behind him.
Can anybody get him? He's cutting back against the grain. I think it's lights out. Michael Vick.
It was just his movements, it was just his attitude, it was his swagger. It just all identified with us. We had other black quarterbacks, but we didn't have quarterbacks where we were like, he reminds us of us.
Michael Vick does it again. 60 yards on the TD pass.
I'm not sure how many times, like a guy from behind him was about ready to sack him, and all of a sudden he's coming out of there and running for a first thought at the time. How did he know that guy was back there?
Look at Michael Vick. It's a foot race. This guy's Superman.
Michael Vick became a common name that most people would know. But I think Virginia Tech became a name in the college football world.
Hey yo, we light a candle, run laps around the English Channel. Neptunes, I got a cocker spaniel. We on the run now, you know it ain't no fun now.
It was like what we see now with Steph Curry's jump shot. It's just a flick of the wrist. I remember him throwing a post pattern about 55 yards, and it looked like it was on a rope. It was nonchalant, it was flawless, it was no effort at all. Tight spiral, right on the money. And I'm just looking like, wow, that's amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
Oh my, the ball was launched.
When Michael Vick went to Virginia Tech, the notion of the black quarterback was still a rare entity. I mean, Michael Vick was frequently called the greatest athlete to ever play the position at that time, and he might have been.
We talked about Michael Vick being Superman. Guess what? He can leap over tall buildings with a single bound.
I was pissed off, but my excitement was, wow, look, this is the guy that should have been in the orange and blue. But I was excited because here's a guy that I got a chance to get to know, seeing the progression of where he's at and to play in that national championship game against Florida State. I mean, he came onto the scene like no other. Like, I've never seen that from a young quarterback.
Back going deep, he's got his man open. He's got Davis, got him. Touchdown.
I was a rookie at Green Bay, and he hits the spotlight, and all of a sudden they playing a national championship against Florida State. I couldn't believe it. I was like, get the out of here. This is unbelievable. He's about to beat the team by himself.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
And he did things athletically that you just weren't accustomed to seeing at the quarterback position. And so that made people stop. The combination of what he looked like and black skin and that kind of talent just made people stop and pay attention.
And Vick's going to put it on his hip, and he'll have the first one more. He will score. Michael Vick, 55 yards.
I was pissed. Again, he went to that school in Blacksburg, and there in the Big East. When he came up to Syracuse, I think we had a conversation that week of just, you should be on the other side. But I just couldn't get over why it had to happen to us. You know, he sealed the deal with using his legs. And I don't care what nobody say, he was one of the fastest I've seen at that position.
And a stunned house here at the Carrier Dome.
I just broke for a 55-yard run off a fake bootleg right, made the fake, came around the end and beat the whole defense with speed. And one of my best plays.
That run just solidified to the public how great an athlete he was. This kid is a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
At that age, you don't know what revolutionizing the position means. So changing the game was one thing. I was just playing. You know, I didn't know what I was doing.
When Mike first got drafted, I actually went to the draft that year. He was scheduled to go to New Orleans to work out with a trainer. I had got traded to New Orleans Saints, and it was a perfect opportunity for him and I to bond. And I was like, look, man, this is what we're gonna do. we're gonna talk about life skills. Start thinking long term, you know, start thinking about things that matter. So it was kind of a hard shell to crack because, you know, I'm trying to say one thing to him and he's thinking another. And so, although he heard me, but I don't think he heard me.
The stardom that I got, you know, when I was young, I didn't prepare for it. You know, everything happened so fast, I just dealt with it. The way I grew up, you know, I was taught not to trust a lot of people, so it takes a lot to gain my trust. You know, I just started to see life in a different form, and, you know, it was fun, it was vibrant. You know, I had a great time, you know, throughout all those years, and, you know, especially when I got to Atlanta. Right off the top, going down to Green Bay, winning that first playoff game at the age of 22, and not too many people believing in us. From what happened my rookie year to my second year, the development and the growth was uncanny.
Sacrifice. I seen a kid that was trying to learn an offense and get embedded in that offense, but still understanding his talents, still understanding how he could take over a game. And that's rare. You don't see a lot of guys coming into the game thinking, I'm gonna win this game.
To be a starter at a young age, you really don't, you know, understand the magnitude of it. It was a remarkable time, it was a great opportunity, and also the NFC Championship game in 2004, which was a major accomplishment.